Carl Jung puts forward an argument that there are various forces that are acting inside us that influence us on a daily basis. He argues that a human self is a collection of multiple personalities. Dissociation is recognized by Jung as a universal and necessary psychic activity for the development of personality through the process of differentiation of functions. Same individual acts as a sportsman, parent, student, friend. Different personalities have their own characteristics and autonomies. Hence, sometimes there are conflict in personalities. Sometimes one part doubts the other, and sometimes one part acknowledges the other. Such a theory helps in the explanation of various emotions in a being, such as anger, frustration, happiness, etc. It may be that when there is harmony among personalities, there are sublime moments and peace and transcendental feelings, also called religious experiences or peak moments by Abraham Maslow. Jung discusses these archetypes or multiple personalities in his book The Archetypes and the Collective Unconscious, where he mentions various archetypes such as anima, animus, the lost, the child, the mother, the wise old man, the trickster, the hero, and the shadow. Carl Jung also mentions that whenever we process thought, we consume energy, and our mental processes are in accordance with the law of thermodynamics. With every mental activity, energy is consumed and energy is conserved too. A hypothesis may be created here that when the personalities act against each other, there is wastage of energy due to the conflict in personalities, which might lead to negative emotional states such as anger, frustration, hopelessness, depression. And when the personalities are not in conflict with each other, there is less wastage of mental energies, and harmony among the personalities may arise, which might result in elevated positive emotional states. Meditation can help in conservation and enhancing of mental energies, which could help in reaching peak experiences. One of the greatest American philosophers, William James, states that all major world religions, whether it is Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, Sufism, Christianity, come from someone who has had these experiences. James's goal was to invent a scientific method for studying these experiences. It has been seen that these peak experiences or religious experiences are frequent with those who meditate and those who perform some kind of spiritual practices like zikr. Zikr is a type of prayer associated with mystical orders in all Islamic countries. It is a type of repetitive prayer similar to Jesus' prayer within Orthodox Christianity, Nimbutsu within Japanese Buddhism, or Japa in Hinduism. Such practices of chanting a mantra continuously could help in alignment of personalities and conservation of energies. Many Sufis equate walking on Sufi path to self-annihilation. It may be that they murder the sub-personalities within themselves to give rise to a strong single being or bring harmony in their soul. Also, it has been seen on numerous occasions that people who suffer from prolonged depression also report some kind of religious experiences. For example, best-selling author Eckhart Tolle speaks of prolonged state of depression, after which a sudden realization brought him inner peace. Similarly, boxer George Foreman reports of a depressive time in which a deeply religious experiences changed his course of life and he became a devout religious man. In a similar way, Buddha had a prolonged depressive state of more than 10 years, after which he claimed to attain inner peace. One of the great Islamic philosophers, Imam Ghazali, also wandered in a depressive state for 10 years after he claimed to have inner peace. Such incidents could suggest that after prolonged depressive state, the negative subpersonality in a person dies and other personality takes possession of the person, which is healthy and positive. A commonality can be seen in these spiritual practices that they emphasize on coming back to a single point, whether it's breath in case of Hindu and Buddhist yogis, or emphasizing singularity by whirling in case of Turkish whirling dervishes. They don't let any subpersonality to take over their conscious state. And with continuous practice, development of personality could occur, also known as process of individuation, as mentioned by Carl Jung, and the frequency of peak moments could also increase. Mysticism is a kind of religious experience, a sudden plunge into insight and knowledge that cannot be easily put into words. From the numerous reports of mystical experiences from the book Variety of Religious Experiences by William James, we can say that mysticism does not mean vaguely mysterious or fuzzily mysterious or dreamy. Father of the poet Rumi, namely Bahuddin Walad, his sermons and religious experiences has shocked the conventional scholars, and it can be attributed to the process of individuation or alignment of subpersonalities. Correlates between mystical experiences and neurological activities has been established. Famous German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche directly compares the experience of a mystic with a musician. For him, music is an irrational process, an experience that transcends reason. Like a mystical experience, it's ineffable. He also argues that music is a non discursive language, and trying to explain it by discursive language would be futile. Music can also help a person bring harmony among the subpersonalities and help in the polarization of energies, which consequently can help a person reach peak experiences. It has also been seen that practitioners of whirling on music in different countries help them to reach a trance like state. The trance could be the effect of alignment of personalities as different subpersonalities concentrate on the music that reaches deep into their soul.